Welcome back to Inside Sports, presented by Nissan of Valencia. 12 runners from Santa Clarita are about to run 200 miles from Huntington Beach to San Diego, all for the purpose of raising money. The group will be participating in the annual Ragnar Relay April 19th and 20th with the goal of raising $7,000 for a Light of Hope, a Santa Clarita organization working to give troubled teens an alternative.
We've asked our business community to get behind us and make a contribution to a Light of Hope. So we've had LA Racing, a local company, get behind us. The Santa Clarita Running Company has sponsored us. AC Milan Soccer Club, local, has sponsored us. And then also Parks Salon has also gotten on board with the donation for us. So that's the first way. Another way is just through personal networking and asking people to reach into their pockets and help out. So the runners themselves, and get this, I think this is a great part of the story. The runners themselves are paying all of their own expenses. So we have to rent a van, we have to pay to participate in the Ragnar event, and all the incidentals that go along with that. It's all coming out of pocket to be a part of this. And each member is pledging to personally raise several $100s in donations from family and friends. So when you put that together, we think we can get to $7,000.
The race starts in Huntington Beach on Friday, April 19th, and ends in San Diego the next day.
Each runner is going to run 3 separate legs, and those legs are going to average anywhere from 3 to 8 miles apiece. Some of the runners that have a more lengthy assignment are going to end up running 22 miles total. And some of those with a little bit less mileage are going to end up with about 13 or so. But it's always a challenge, and folks got to understand that running a Ragnar event is not like running a 10K or a half marathon or even a marathon. Because when you get out there, you don't know what time of day you're going to be running. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning, could be 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the beating sun, and you might be facing a 700-foot climb of a hill. So those are things that, when you factor that in, the differences in terrain and timing, and then just the fatigue factor, you got to remember that this relay takes 30 plus hours to complete. So you're constantly on the road, on the move, and you'd be lucky to maybe get a 2-hour cat nap the entire time. So it's an endurance event in many ways.
There are many ways to raise money for a charity, so why run 200 miles?
I think just because a lot of folks look at that and they think, gosh, you must be crazy. And they say, well, why would you want to do something? And you say, well, we're going to do it because we believe we can do something good for a good cause. So I think that's just it. The human interest aspect of that endeavor is one thing. Another thing is just because us runners, we're crazy. We like a challenge. And doing something like that is just something to say, well, let's get out there and be a part of a big adult slumber party with no slumber.
The cause is worthy because, according to Montoya, when a teenager gets lost in the world of drugs and alcohol, the consequences can devastate a family.
A parent might feel lost, alone, confused, why is this happening, how did this happen? And what they really need is a group of people who have been there before, that know about this issue, can walk with them through the steps of recovery. And just a big part of that is just having someone to throw an arm around them to say, you know what, this doesn't mean you're a bad parent. This doesn't mean that all hope is lost. This doesn't mean that your child doesn't have a future. In fact, we're going to walk with you through the steps of recovery.
If you want to contribute and help raise funds for a Light of Hope, go to their website, runningforhopescv.org, and send what you feel is worthy. Good luck to Mark and the entire team. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight on this edition of Inside Sports. Thanks for being here, everyone. We will see you again next time.